We finally have an update for you on the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. You'll recall that back on Black Friday, we had full leak specifications on the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, and it was supposed to be announced in the second quarter of 2023. And here we are at the end of February, almost March, almost at the beginning of the second quarter, which does start in April, not March. So, are we going to be getting the Canon EOS R5 Mark II in the second quarter announced, along with the specifications that we got on Black Friday? Details coming up, but first, please do me a favor. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, choose all notifications, like, comment, and all that good stuff, as it really helps this channel grow. Thanks to Canon Rumours, we had the full leak specifications for the Canon EOS R5 Mark II back on Black Friday of last year. They were from a known source, but if true, they'd once again leapfrogged the competition. 3 years later, Sony hasn't released a camera that can match Canon's 8K RAW at 30 frames per second, or 20 frames per second lossless RAW stills with a throughput of 1.2 gigabytes per second. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the same thing as me. Are these leaked specifications, the one we got from Canon Rumours on Black Friday of last year, which did come from a known source, are they to be believed? Are they real? Is the Canon EOS R5 Mark II supposed to replace the Canon EOS R5 Mark I, a camera that's still at the top of its game? This morning, Canon Rumours said, "We posted about the Canon EOS R5 Mark II back in November, but we haven't heard anything serious about the camera since then." So I would go ahead and take these rumored specifications as a huge grain of salt at this point. Well, how about that for a gut punch here on Monday morning? All those rumored specifications that were coming from known source, a C or two, we haven't heard any validation whatsoever. And as I put out in this video earlier, a couple of weeks ago, I have my own red flags about this. And now Canon Rumours themselves are telling us that, yeah, take them with a huge grain of salt. We haven't had any validation. We don't know what the rumored specifications are going to be for this camera. We just... Oh, it's a little bit frustrating. I'm a little bit disappointed. But one thing we did get from Canon Rumours this morning is an update on the time frame. So when is this camera going to be announced? Are we going to get an announcement in April, May, or June, the second quarter of this year, and be able to take possession sometime early in the third quarter like we did back in 2020? We were told over the weekend that a follow-up to the Canon EOS R5 will likely arrive before the Canon EOS R1. However, no time frame for either camera was given by the source. Oh, that's just terrific. So here we are on Monday, the beginning of a week, and I thought, wow, we've got an update on the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. And as I started reading the information, the story from Canon Rumours, no validation of the specs. And in terms of time frame, we don't even know if it's coming out. It's going to be announced in the second quarter, available for sale, pre-ordering in the third quarter. So what did we get out of this story? What value does this video provide? Well, we did get a couple of kernels of truth, something to keep us hopeful. The R5 Mark II is a real camera. It is going to be coming out, and it's going to be coming out ahead of the Canon EOS R1. So when is the Canon EOS R1 supposed to be coming out? Well, according to Canon Rumours, originally we're going to start getting teased around spring for the Canon EOS R1, and it would be available for sale and pre-order shipping sometime later in the year. But then late, oh, I'm sounding like William Shatner, but then late last year, Canon Rumours told us this. They said that the Canon EOS R1 is going to be made available, it's going to be available for sale, it's going to be announced before the Paris Olympics, which is not going to be until 2024. 2024. So the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, will it be coming out this year? Or will Canon wait and put it out next year? Now here's my thoughts on this. I don't see Canon confusing the news cycle by putting out the Canon EOS R5 Mark II and then around the same time or a couple of months later putting out the Canon EOS R1. I think if the Canon EOS R1 is supposed to be coming out next year, then yes, we will get the Canon EOS R5 Mark II this year. However, if we start getting teased about the Canon EOS R1 this year, in the next couple of months, well then you can pretty much forget the Canon EOS R5 Mark II coming out this year, and that would most likely happen sometime next year. But again, at this point, we don't really have much. You'll see that it's rated as a CR2, which means it comes from a known source. We got this information just over the weekend, and that the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, well, it's going to be coming out ahead of the R1. That's it. I wish I had more news for you. I was getting really excited about this. I got up early to shoot this video for you. And yeah, it's a bit more of a disappointment. I hate it when my red flags start to, well, become accurate. So we'll just have to wait and see. At this point, we don't know a whole lot other than the R5 Mark II is real. But in terms of what specifications it's going to be, let me know what you think we're going to get in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. Will it once again leapfrog the competition? Will we get a camera similar to the leaked specifications that we got from Canon Rumours back on Black Friday of 2022, and that was November the 25th. And if you want to stay up to date on all the latest news and rumors specifically regarding the Canon EOS R5 Mark II or the Canon EOS R1, well then do yourself and me a favor by subscribing and choosing all notifications. So that way, as soon as I publish a new video like this one here, well, you'll get notified so that way you can stay up to date on all the latest news and rumors. And if you want to purchase or pre-order the Canon EOS R5 II, once it's available, I do have a link down below. That isn't going to get you anything right now, but I can guarantee you once that camera is available for pre-order, if you're watching this video and we're on the heels of an announcement, then that link will work. But that's it for now. Have yourself a great week. As soon as I hear any more information on the Canon EOS R5 Mark II or the Canon EOS R1, I'll be sure to let you know. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.